you remember this ball. It's been crazy. What's going to happen with this show is that there is, as you can see, there's already a few tickets in this, and every ticket is something that I will do at the end of this hour. Um, I'm not sure. Um, it could be anything, and there is a few tickets that I cannot really do during the game, but there is a lot of cool stuff in there already. And what I do is while I stream and I think of something, I put it in there. And this is where I want your help as well, because for today I have something special planned because it is Avengers Assemble. It's my first episode, and what I would like you to do is that let me start with the first thing. I want to do giveaways, right? And as you might have heard, this a lot of streamers have gotten codes for Iridium pack boosts and Wolverine packs. So I think I got about 20 over Wolverine packs to give away, and I want to do that in this way. Um, if you know something that is very cool to do, that takes like around 15 minutes, could be something longer, could be a little bit shorter, doesn't really matter. Um, if it's fun thing in the game, if it's something stupid you want me to do, I can be pretty stupid. I can do. It's not called madness for no reason, right? I have been crawling in this tickets on my floor. I've been painting myself blue and green. I tend to do some crazy stuff from now and then. So if you have anything that you think is cool, what you do is you type the idea and you send it to me. To my email is the best way to contact me on that. Send an email to malaysiaonline@live.nl. So send an email to malaysiaonline@live.nl. In the subject, put something like Malaysia Super Bowl or just Super Bowl, because this is my own Super Bowl, right? Um, and then type in your idea and how can you win the Wolverine pack? If your idea is good enough, mind you, if your idea is cool enough, I will write a ticket, put it in the bowl, and if it gets chosen, starting from next week, you win your Wolverine pack. I hope it's not too complicated because I don't think I get it myself again. But get an idea for something I could do in 50 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. Something, it could be anything, right? Um, anyway, if it's cool enough, mail it to me, malaysiaonline@live.nl, and I will put your ticket in the bowl. And if I pick out a ticket, that means that I'm gonna do it, and it can be very crazy. Don't hold yourself back. There's already crazy stuff in there. Trust me, trust me. You're gonna see a lot of that. Um, so that's don't hold back on IDs, and if it's good enough, gonna write it in and put it in there,
Show must
and
go on,
then
yeah.
yeah, the show must go on. You're right. So I hope that's very clear. If there's any questions, let me know. And for tonight, I have something else planned, and that's basically um, I asked Banana Man, he is one of my mods, to get a group of Avengers together. So if there's any Captain America out there level 60, if there's any Thor or Hulk level 60 out there, send a message to Banana Man in game, and he will hook you up with what's planned for that. That's gonna happen at the end of the show. So if you have a Thor, a Hulk, or a Captain America level 60, message Banana Man in game. All right, cool. That's that. So let me see what I've explained. Yes, another item that I want to keep doing every week is a corner. Um, it's a corner for new players, the noob corner, and in my show, it's never cool enough to be new to the game because you know the term noob. It's been used like negative, but I think there is nothing better than being new at a game and trying to find out about game learning in the game and then try to make yourself not a noob, right? But I think new players make a game, and I think there should never be a question that should be unanswered. So I already told you how you could win the Wolverine packs. You could also win the boosts. They give you boosts to XP, rarity finds. They take like I think they last up for 4 hours. I have a lot of codes as well. How you can get one of those codes is you send me a question as a new player or a noob question, right? So, for example, what's a skill point? What is a it can be as basic as you can. You know what just so if you're new to the game, any question can do. I asked this before in the stream, and I'm gonna cover something for new players every time. So it could be something like, what's an action RPG? How can I complete this quest? What's that item for? As basic as you can, right? I'm gonna show you how basic in just a few minutes. How basic you can get. Very basic. All right, so the newbie corner, the noob corner, and I asked before in my stream, and I got a question from the king, and he said, "Where can you get retcons?" Before I can answer that, I have to show you what a retcon is, right? So that's gonna be, if you open up your skill tab, every hero has powers. They have 3 trees, and you can spend your points. You get 2 every level, and you can spend them on your items, right? But what if I spend my items like this? You know, my points, like, okay, I get a short buff if I teleport, right? It gives me damage and defense. I got a righteous frenzy, it does a lot of damage, but I don't like the cooldown. I want to switch, right? So I want to switch. So how can I do that? I cannot take down these points, right? I'm clicking, but it's not working. So what do you want to do? You want to use a retcon device. And what's that? They look like this. It's a blue bottle, right? And there's a few ways you can get them. First of all, you can buy them in the store, right? As a new player, that might not be your first option, but I just want to get that out of the way, right? You could buy them in the store for real cash. Then the other options are every quest, and I will show you, every time you level a hero, you get to chapter 4. And chapter 4 has a quest, which will bring you to chapter 4 to Lower East Side. And I'm gonna go there quickly. I'm gonna try to show you this quest. So let me see. And
not much else to say.
So you get a quest to find a... I probably cannot do that very fast. What you have to do is you have to find a suitcase. And as you can see, Nightcrawler is pretty fast. So that helps. And he's pretty fast because of the teleports. So what you're gonna have to do is find useful evidence. Well, there is a shiny briefcase here, so I'm just gonna destroy them. And I have to defeat Tombstone. Let's find that guy. As you can see, that's pretty fast, right? So let me kill this guy. Alright. I think he's dead, but I'm still stuck in my ultimate. There we go, he's dead. So I completed that quest. Now I have to move to the subway. And as you can see, the pointer is on your minimap. You probably cannot see that because my head is in front of it. But it's pretty straightforward. Now, if you want a fast character, as you can see, get Nightcrawler. He's pretty fast. Alright, here it is. The Poison on the Streets quest. And here you have to find someone pretty well known in the Marvel Universe. It's a reporter. And he goes by the name of Ben Urich. And there he is. And you give the suitcase to him. And then he says something about corruption in the police station. So you go to the police station, which is, if you come to Upper East Side, it's on your left. So you just run straight in or teleport like this, and you wreck some havoc because, you know, you're a hero, collateral damage, right? It's all the same. So you go up the roof, and then someone should show up here. There he is, Bullseye. Oh, to get cover. I don't really have to get cover, but
Let us see you hit what isn't there.
so let's teleport a bit on him. And
You want more? I see a ton
oh,
of
and
weight.
he does pretty much he does some damage apparently.
Practice makes perfect.
And it would be funny if I die to a grey Bullseye on my first episode of this madness thing, right? So I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna.
I'll be back. Just you wait.
Alright, so he's dead, and as soon as you deliver this, you get a retcon device. So you get a cinematic as well, I'm gonna skip it for now. And you get another retcon. You could do this on every difficulty, so that means that you could, let me teleport back. You start the game on normal difficulty. As soon as you hit level 30 or 25, I think it's 25, you switch to heroic difficulty, or you kill Doom, depending on your level when you kill Doom. Otherwise it's level 30, yeah, 30. You put the difficulty to heroic, and you can do the quest again, and then you can switch to super heroic at 45, and you can do the quest again. So that's 3 times per character that you can just do the quest. You get 3 retcons. There's another way. You could buy them for splinters. And if we go up here, oh, wrong way. They tend to move them from time to time. So there is an Eternity Splinter vendor. You could buy a retcon there as well for 125 splinters. Honestly, I think it's too much, but who am I? And they also just drop from fortune cards, and they drop in game as well. So those are the
always in the cards.
those are the ways that you could get it. Let me check.
I bid you welcome.
There was one other way. Or I'm mistaken. I thought you could buy them from shards, but apparently that's not true. Alright, anyway, that's how you can get the retcons, and you can use them. What I would suggest, if you... I have a lot of them. I don't really use them. Why not? Because one of the best things that... I know a lot of you struggle. They want to test out everything, which is great. Few things to counter that by not using so many retcons is by first doing some... What you could do is do some research, right? You start on the forums, you start on the marvelbase.com, which is a great site which has great builds and guides. You go there and you look into the character. You think, how do I want to play the character? Do others play that character? Is it be worthwhile or not? And then you can spec one time and try that build, right? That saves you a retcon most of the times, because you can stick with that build pretty long time until you already have 5 retcons by doing the storyline. And that's a way to save them. That's how I do that. The other option is that as soon as the test servers are up, you bring your hero to the test servers and use your retcons there, because then they won't be used in your main game. That's another way to save your retcons a little bit. So that was a newbie question, and I want to talk a little bit more about the basics that I want to talk about. Next week I'm going to talk about this game, Marvel Heroes. What is an action RPG? What does it mean? Why is it an MMO? Stuff like that.
What are we sitting around for?
The first thing that I want to talk about today is very basic, and you might find it too basic or too crazy, but I'm talking about something very basic, the mouse and the keyboard. And why am I going to talk about this on the first episode? Because most gamers know that this is very important to get that right. But what I'm talking about is what I see a lot on YouTube videos. For example, I could best show it on the vendor, and they say the crafting system is very, they say it's very, it doesn't work well. You have to constantly move this stuff around. But what I see happening then, if you look at my mouse, right, And what happens, what I see all the time is this. Look at my mouse pointer. What happens is this.